Isang magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Araw po ng Martes ngayon at sasain niyo po ang programang pag-dinamagan, kapehan sa Kapitolyo. Huwag po kayong mag-alala kung Tuesday po. Regular programming pa rin po natin ng Monday at ngayon lang po kasi natin na corner ang ating bisita, ang napaka-busy nga Provincial Administrator ng lalawigan ng Cagayan. Walang iba kundi si Retired Brigadier General Rodolfo Alvarado. Ayan. At siya ang ating mga kasama ngayon. At para po sa talakayan mamaya, makakasama rin natin ang ating mga kasamahan sa media dito po sa lalawigan ng Cagayan. Good morning everyone at good morning Saman Jeroy.
Yes Sir Eugene, magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Binabati po natin ang lahat ng ating mga followers at likers sa Cagayan Provincial Information Office page. Lumabot na po sa may 230,000, no? So, 235,000, no? So, marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat. Ngayong araw din po makakasama natin ang ating mga kasamahan sa Cagayan Capital Press Corps. Una po, from RBC Cable, walang iba kundi si Ma'am Sara Tabalanza. From FBN-DZCB, si Ma'am Evangeline Malana. At from DWPE, Radyo Pilipinas, Ma'am Dina Tudao Villacampa.
Ngayon, bago po ng talakayan, ang pagbati po ng ating magiging Provincial Administrator, General Alvarado. Morning, sir.
Una sa lahat, ako po bumabati sa mga tagahanga ng kapihan sa Kapitolyo, lalo-lalo na sa members ng media na siyang sumusuporta sa layunin at mga adhikain ng ating punong gobernador upang mapaunlad natin ang ating probinsya ng Cagayan na napag-iwanan ng matagal ng panahon. Kaya ako'y nagpapasalamat at ako'y napunlakan at nandito ngayon kasama nyo sa kapihan sa Kapitolyo. Kahit walang kape, nandito ako.
General, nawala ko. Una po sana katanungan sa inyo is yung ano po ang nag-udyok sa inyo bilang para po tanggapin ang posisyong Provincial Administrator ng lalawigan. Bagamat sinasabi na natin na senior citizen na po tayo at alam naman natin merong nag-uudyok pa sa inyo na magpahinga na or mag-rest. Bakit po tinanggap ng isang General Alvarado ang pagiging Provincial Administrator ng Cagayan?
Una sa lahat ay nais ko pong bigyan ng background kung bakit ako napanapit sa serbisyo, lalo-lalo na sa pamumuno ni Gobernor Mamba. When I retired in 2003, 2004 I went to the Philippine Postal Corporation. Naging number 2 man ako sa buong Pilipinas po yan. I was the Assistant Postmaster General for Operations. And then after a while, I stayed there for more than 1 year. Napaganda po yung Postal Corporation. At nagandaan si GMA doon, si Presidente Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo. Nilipat niya po ako sa CESA. O naging pinuno rin ako ng Cagayan Economic Zone. Kaya lang, hindi ko nagustuhan yung pamamalakad doon dahil nakikialam si Senator Enrile noon. Kaya ako po nag-resign at pumunta sa Amerika. Nandun, hinahanap pa pala ako niya Presidente Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo nung nagpunta ako sa Amerika dahil gusto niya po ako bigyan ulit ng trabaho. At nung nag-report ako sa kanya, sabi niya, Rudy, I want you to have another job. But sabi ko, Ma'am, with your respect, kung gobyerno na po yan, ayoko na po. Kasi gusto ko na rin ma-enjoy ang retirement. And nung sabi niya, Rudy, this is only sabi niya, private ito. They just need your talent and your connections and networking in Indonesia. Kaya po ako'y napunta sa Indonesia for 9 years. Dahil kaklase ko po noon, ang kasalukuyang presidente ng Indonesia ni siya SBY, si Bambang Yudhoyono. Si SBY. So, Silo, Bambang Yudhoyono, kaklase ko po yan sa Amerika na isang taon. Mahali ko po kaibigan. Kaya napunta ako doon. I stayed there for 9 years. Now, going back to our relationship with our governor, When I was in post office, inalokan niya po yan ako. First time, inalokan niya ako maging politiko to run for governor in the province of Cagayan. Doon kami sa Sulu Restaurant nag-usap. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, who was then congressman, sabi ko niya, congressman, wala po akong pera. Yung retirement ko lang, konti lang. So sabi niya, look, akong bahala. Kaya magkakaroon tayo ng pera, basta ang tatakbo ay isang marangal, mabuti na tao. So I refer it to my family, ayaw nila. So that was the first time that I parang kumapit ang politiko sa aking katayuan. Then after that, as time passed by, kaibigan ko pa rin siya, although I stayed in Indonesia for 9 years. Maganda po ang hanap buhay ko doon. I was earning dollars there, I was earning peso here. So, ang nangyari ngayon, nung nagsama ulit kami, at he was only congressman, sabi niya, tulungan natin yung si Bong Antonio, siyang kandidato natin laban kay Lara. Ito yung background lang ha. So, nung sa model, ako naman ay malapit kay former President Goya Macapagal-Arroyo, kay GMA. So, I accompanied him, si Bong Antonio, together with Jack and Rini, the former congressman of the 1st District. Ngayon, sumang-ayon si Presidente, at siya, official candidate namin dito through the endorsement of the incumbent governor yun, si Gobernor Mamba. So, ang pakiusap lang doon, huwag na ikampanya si Lara nun. Kasi administration yun, no? For short, nanalo po ang team ni Bong Antonio. Kasama yata ako doon, board member doon. Kasi tinatawag ako ni GMA, ano do you want to do? Sabi naman ni Jack Enrile, sabi ni Manny, ma'am, hindi ko Manny, si Governor, tatak ng board member. So, sumali na ako sa politika. So, I ran and I won. Then, nung pa man, nakita ko na po yung passion, if we have passion of Christ, ito yung passion ni Manuel Mamba sa pag-nilbi sa gobyerno. His sincerity to serve, his sincerity is that's focused to public service. Kaya, napalapit ako. Kaya, then, ako naman kasi, when I was young, I learned the virtue of hard work. Yan ang unang word parati. That was my guiding picture, the virtue of hard work. Yan ang unang-una. So, I saw in him the passion to public service. Then, I maintained my relation to him. At saka, doon na nga. Then, second election, natalo kami. Even though maganda po yung advocacy ko noon, yung climate change. Remember that climate change, it originated in Cagayan 2007. But the law only started 2009. Remember that 2 years tayo ahead. And this is the first time that I proposed a committee on climate change sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, and then thereby furnish all the provinces also to follow the same. Because I know that there's danger. The danger of this global warming. So, ganun. And then, natalo kami ni Gobernor Mamba. So, mag-rest muna kami. But, and then he went to Malacanang. He was PLLO. I know that he was PLO. But I went to America. Then, I worked with him sa PLO for a while as consultant. Because, one thing good with the governor, kahit wala ka natalo kayo, he will get you. Arugin ka niya, tulungan ka niya. Lalo-lalo na yung walang ginagawa. He will take you in this group to continue yung relationship. Now, I was in America. I was sitting downstairs with my apo, because I was doing apostolic job with 2 kids there. And when I went up my room, nakita ko, may 3 missed call si Gobernor Mamba. 3 missed call. So, sabi ko, with respect to that, I called him. Go, sorry, I was not able to answer your call because I was there busy downstairs eating my dinner. Sabi niya, nung Yeah, because she always called me Manong eh. No. Respect to elders. Sabi niya, kailan ka ba uuwi? Sabi ko, ba, October pa o November? Wala kang November ngayon, ano? Bago lang, no?
Oh.
So, uuwi ka na kagad. Dahil yung sa dati, trabaho natin. Pag sinabi niya gano'n, meaning to say there is an urgent necessity to do something. I know his character eh. I can read his movements eh. Ever since. I know how he moves, I understand, I can determine what he intends to do. So, uuwi ka na, and then if you, marami tayong trabaho ulit sa dati. So I asked permission to my wife. Sabi ko, first, ayaw ng sweetheart ko. And then nakita niya, nalilay ako. Well, nalulungkot ako sa Amerika. In America, you don't enjoy life if you're old. Nandiyo ko sa bahay, watch TV, go to the mall, go to the movie house, or weekend, you go to another state or county, gano'n, no? So, magtaguloy, sabi niya, sweetheart, sige, payagan na kita, sabi ng misis ko. Fort Cagayan, sabi niya, Fort Cagayan. Ito, mukhang yung duduk eh. And your friendship with Gobernor Mamba. Kaya tinanggap ko yan.
Ayan. Po, alam niya na po yung story kung bakit po tinanggap ni General Alvarado yung trabaho niya bilang provincial administrator. Sir, follow-up lang doon. Kamusta po ang panibagong hamon na to sa karir mo po bilang dating opisyal ng militar sa pagiging administrator po ng provincial government?
I can answer that as a piece of cake lang. Piece of cake lang, trabaho dito. I can do that. Kita nyo naman, no? I come to office early. Uunahan ko ba yung ibang, yung department heads. But it is different. Yung relationship. Kasi, if you always remember, sabi ni Digong, you order the military, they will always follow. Sa civilian, they will order the civilian, yes, pero, sir, Friday na eh. Uwian na. But I have to change that. We have to change that attitude na huwag natin ipagpabukas yung magagawa natin ngayong araw. But I am happy that we are changing. I am trying to develop, as the governor had said to me, change the character. And I want to develop that provincial employees' pride. Kaya nga nilagay ko sa t-shirt namin doon eh, we conquered Cagayan with a culture of excellence. Meaning to say, kailangan pagbabago. You know, my father used to say that, yun nga, learn the beauty of hard work. Because, sabi niya ng tatay ko, wala ako ipamana sa iyo, anak ko. Wala akong lupa, wala akong bahay, wala akong kwarta. May pera ko dito. Oh. Pero mag-aral ka. Because when you finish college, that will be the one that will bring you to far areas, that will give you money, your house, your cars, etc. that you need. And true to it, may he rest in peace, my father, because that is true. Everything is true.
PA, in line with the governor's aim for reform here in the province, what do you think are the values which are needed in order to attain these goals for? And what do you think must be done in order for a leader to effectively manage, and even as a provincial administrator, his or her employees?
Looking at the character of the governor, kaya ang sinasabi ko parati sa mga department heads, once the governor speaks or talks every Monday, pag-aralan nyo yung mga sinasabi niya, and then put that into writing. Do that immediately. Parang guidance na yun eh. Di ba? Parang guidance na yun. That is what I want to do. So you do it already before you are being told, before you are told. Di ba? So, ang gusto ko na mangyari dito, of which the governor will always tell me, let us change the value of every employees. Kaya nga may tanong tayo. Parati, if at the end of the day, you look yourself upon the mirror and ask, is the salary that I receive today is worth or the money that I have received. Ganun yun eh. You have to change that attitude na yung pinagsikapan nilang trabaho na kinita, work, kita. Hindi yung basta-basta na lang mag-report, aalis 5, yun na lang eh, di ba? So, sometimes that's why you have to take that culture. And that can be done by showing proper leadership and management. Because remember that leadership is more than management. Mas matindi ang leadership kaysa management. Management, madali na yan yun. But leadership is difficult to develop. Diba? So, yun ang ginagawa natin nila, Governor, to show by example na ganito gawin natin. Nakita nyo yung cleanliness dito, orderliness. Because the Governor wants to show that if we can do it here, we can do it in sub-capital, we can do it in nearby areas whereby it is the territory of the province.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, dear.
Ang dami niyo na pong experiences na from military, government offices, nasa private,
And politics.
Politics also.
Yeah.
And ito, bumabalik po tayo sa LGU naman po. So, ano po yung strategy po ninyo ngayon? Kasi nasubukan nyo na po lahat, no?
Yeah.
Ano naman po yung strategy nyo for the LGU, for you to manage well yung mga empleyado and of course, yung mga departments?
Ang important na rin dyan is yung sinasabi mo, gawin mo. What you say, you do. Huwag yung what you say, you don't do. Diba? For example, you do this, you do that, hindi mo lang ginagawa. And follow up. Because we want to come to the point that the whole machinery of government ng Kapitolyo will work uninterrupted to give public service to the people. Kasi hapon, we have a mass. Ang sabi ni Bishop, let us serve the poor, the downtrodden, the marginalized poor people, who has less in life must have more father-in-law, mother-in-law, in-law. Diba? So, yun ang mga purpose natin. You know, I grew up poor, a poor boy. I sell newspapers in the streets of Tugigraw. I shine shoes in the streets of Tugigraw. That's why I know these things. I know all these things na mahirap. When I was young, I will tell you, I go to school from the marketplace. I walk with my smuggled shirt, t-shirt. Pag naputol yung ulo, lagyan ko ng monggo, yung pako or whatever. Then I go and run and I'm thirsty. Pero yung mga kaibigan ko doon, mga classmates ko, they were riding in kalesa, tricycle, o hinatid ng mga magulang sa jeep. Hindi naman ako nagmamayabang. Ngayon ako na nakasakay. Pinadaanan ko na sila. Because of the virtue of hard work, dedication to hard work. Naawa nga ako, kanina I learned that I have a classmate who was very good before, was supported by the parent who is bedridden. I will visit him. He's a good friend of mine. Ronnie Guzman was my classmate in the elementary. We were together. We were so friends with Father Henry Singaya. But you know, being poor, I have my limitations. But, yung nasabi natin, if you want if office to succeed, leadership is permanent, is proper. Diba? You do it. I was commander of the 5th Infantry Division, UP, with 7,000 men. Pag may lumabas na walang sombrero, sabi ng FP, enter, go back. You are not an artist. What is the cap? It's part of the uniform. Diba? So, ganun lang yun eh. Practice, practice, practice. And if we can do that, I'm very happy now that every time I pass by an employee, sir, because I show them respect also. Give them respect. Sometimes, nag-iisa ko doon sa table ko doon, I ask them, join me for coffee. When we talk about war, the value of war. Diba?
Sir, tatanong ko lang. Kasi,
Wala ba tayong kape? Talaga?
meron pa.
Hindi rin lang
Si,
ako.
ah,
I'm
si-
just joking.
Na-switch na siya.
Natatawa talaga. Sir, kasi hindi ko kayo PMA.
Yeah.
Pero umabot po kayo sa ranggong general.
Actually, yeah.
At yun nga po, isang division ng Philippine Army ang pinamunuan niya. Paano nyo narating to? At kung pwede natin itong i-apply sa paghikayat natin sa mga empleyado ng Kapitolyo na to do the same para ma-achieve man lang yung kagaya na na-achieve mo po.
Actually, I'm supposed to retire as Lieutenant General. I was the only commander that is Brigadier General. My papers are already Major General to be signed by the President. But I was made sindikato because I'm not yet PMAN. But my papers are already endorsed by the Board of Generals to become Major General because I was the only division commander that is not Major General. So, yung Board of General, my promotion to become 2-star is admitted to the SND. I did not find luck in the SND because maybe he has something against me. Ano yung personal. But if I have seen the President, baka nagtuloy yun, nag-Major General ako. May clearance in peace. Alam niya na kung sino yun, no? So, ang sekreto ko dyan is like this. When I entered the service as a second lieutenant, up to captain, pare-pareho kami ng class 71. And then, after promotion, diba, naiwanan na ako ng 71. Ha? Class 71, diba, malayo na ako. Bakit? Ano itong miraglo na ito? Alam ko na. Kasi, I was like a casual. If there is casual in government na may casual is doon, I have to request for extension every 6 months to continue my military service. So, my secret, hard work. If ganito sila, yung regular, do not mention na PMA o regarded to. Ganito yan. If they work like that, huwag kang magsipareho. You should work more than para mas mataas. Di ba? Ganun ang sekreto. In fact, I am supposed to be a regular officer in 1971, integrated in the regular force, but my background in the Cagayan Teachers College then, I was Katama Kabayan Chairman, regional. Yun, kasama ko ito yata kasama ko doon eh. Si Roji. I was KM. Ha? KM ako. Regional Chairman ako noon ka, region. Tatabi ko lang si Joma. Doon sa bahay nila, Emerson Patawi sa ka. So that, I was not integrated. So I was a little bit frustrated then, but I continue. But the hard work I said to you, I told you, pag in level mo nakikigaya ka na, wala. We have to work higher. So that may competition, which I did. Kaya pumunta ako ng Amerika, nag-aral ng Foreign Intelligence School. Pumunta ko Amerika, nag-aral ng CGSE. So I have 2 foreign schools, talo ko na sila ng iba, di ba? That, when I returned from America, I was considered full colonel immediately. Then after 2 years, I was considered general ready. Di ba? So ganun lang sekreto, hard work, and then discipline. Alam mo yan, talo ka military, pero pa dyan eh. Mga intramurals din eh. Di ba? Considering that I'm not PMA yan, but ang gusto ko naman eh, pinakita ko sa kanila na I can do the job. And to give you an example that I was maybe a good leader and manager, most of those people now occupying sensitive jobs in government of Duterte were under me. To name a few, the new Customs Chief was my operating officer, si Jagger. The DIND, USEC, ayun. Maybe, Bautista, Valbes. But they cannot say anything to me because I have shown them proper leadership and management. Diba? Kaya leadership important yan. Leadership is more than management. Take my word there. That's the word. Leadership is more than management.
Sa itong na ibibigay ko na ng interest ko na kasama ng pamilya.
Well, the governor endorsed me, then they found out na wala daw ako eligibility. And then sabi ko, my defense there is, bakit kailangan yun? I was conferred by the commission on appointment when I was full colonel. I was conferred when I was general by the commission on appointment. Then, I was even conferred when I was postmaster general of the Philippine Postal Corporation. Magbertuman, whole Philippines, of which, kung hindi ako pumunta sa SETA, ako sana yung postmaster general. Diba? Pero talaga, I cannot blame also the isang paninibigan because it's a requirement. So, kailangan eligible ka. But when I received the answer of the Civil Service Commission, I passed through a paragraph said, unassembled. I remember, meron akong unassembled exam yun na, wherein I submitted all my documents. Tinaas ako sa Civil Service, I qualified as eligible first class officer. So I went to Manila. Binigay ko yun. Totoo, I am eligible. So, nung uwi ako, pinakita ko sa kanila, now I am full-fledged. Provincial administrator. Dito muna ako ng tubig.
Good morning po, sir.
Yes,
Sir, nabanggit po noon ni Gobernor Mamba na isa po sa nabago niya dito sa Kapitolyo ay ang pagpasok na po ng maaga ng mga empleyado. At kasi po alas 3 po sila umuwi noon, ngayon po alas 5 na. And then nabanggit niyo rin po kanina ang cleanliness at saka orderliness. Ano pa po ang aasahan ng Kapitolyo na magbabago?
Well, discipline dapat yan. Kayo, taga-Pitolyo, na-observe yun ang pagbabago, di ba? You observe the change on attitude of personnel, of people na during flag raising, napakarami natin. We are raising taking our oath for the Republic to defend it. Ako, kumigera, mag-volunteer pa ako di ba? So, I see the development because of yung pinapakita ni Governor na siya muna, nangunguna, dumarating dito. He comes early. Minsan pa ako late. But when I was in the military, I have a commander who is very disciplinarian because strictness is different from disciplinarian. Di ba? Being strict is different, di ba? General Batenga, if you remember. General Batenga was the commanding general of the 5th Division. I was lieutenant colonel, but he took me in as chief of staff. Sabi nga nila bakit si Alvarado nilagay mo dyan, lieutenant colonel, marami naman full colonel dyan. Sabi niya, give me a full colonel. Kaya gawin yung trabaho ni Colonel Alvarado. Ang kulang lang ni Alvarado, sabi niya, is the rank. He is a CJC graduate, he is battalion commander, he is everything. Kulang na rank of promotive, wala na problema, sabi niya. And that guy, pag nag-report ka ng late, kung inulang kanya, patay. Dapat ikaw ang mauna. Why? You have to prepare the journal, of which yung journal of events is the day-to-day activity of the division of all 8 infantry battalions, all companies. Basahin mo yan. Then, basahin mo ng good to you. Kaya kung minsan, nagkaroon ako ng ibang sa kababasa. And then make a executive summary of what is inside those journals. Para in one paper, nandun lahat ang gusto mong sabihin sa general. Ibigay mo sa kanya. Hindi na siya mapapagod. Nandun na yung baba niya is yung prognosis mo at saka yung assessment mo or recommendation. Of which I want to introduce here. And nakikita ko naman nagsasabi na sila ng daily activities nila. At saka nagiging active naman sila. And very cooperative na sila ngayon. Di ba nakita mo sa kaabot sa Santa Teresita? We were joking left and right and everything. So it's a matter of understanding one's attitude, one's character, di ba? They call me, I am not actually strict I'm only a disciplinarian. Ikaw, nakikita mo, dumi dyan, yung pasient pa hindi mo papulutin. Di ba? Di ba? Pulutin mo para gumanda naman yung lugar mo. Di ba? So I always adhere to leadership. The governor is providing them a good leadership, coming to office early, going home on time, di ba? Tapos kung minsan may overtime pa kami ng boss nyo, si Rogie sa Pardo to give his guidance. So these are things that you must understand in the lower subordination, na we are doing things for your interest. Hindi naman sa amin lang yun para sa inyo. Diba?
Po, gusto pa man natin pagpatuloy yung programa. Hingi na lang tayo ng pangalawang pagkakataon kay General Alvarado para pumakapanayan natin. Sir, yung mensahe niyo po sa ating mga kababayan na gusto nyo iparating po sa kanila.
Ang mensahe ko lang ito, do good, feel good, look good. Yun lang. Diba? Tatlo.
Yan po. Yan po si Provincial Administrator, Retired General Rodolfo Alvarado. Sa ngalan po ng Ama ng Lalawigan ng Cagayan, si Gobernor Manuel Mamba, at ang hepe po ng Cagayan Provincial Information Office, ang boses ng basa, si Caro Gisendin. Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat sa patuloy ng subaybay sa programang Pagdidinamagan, Kapayan sa Kapitolyo. Hanggang sa susunod na Lunes po, magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Ingat po tayo. Good day.
Sa Lunes ako na naman.